Hi, we're Darren and Jacqui Castle. We live at Eden near Cumbria. We have a Brahman stud, Bar Boot Brahmans, and we sell a few Charbray bulls as well as stud bulls. We're producing high quality grey Brahman bulls and Charbray bulls that we sell in Western Australia, the Northern Territory and Queensland. We've got 3 bulls going to Rockhampton Brahman Week this year. It's the first time that we're going up there. We're very pleased with them. They're by Cody Man Bull, and yeah, we'll see how we go. We've been selling in Western Australia for, over 12 years. And we're trying to improve our genetics, and our feeding regime is helping grow our cattle out in a nice, smooth manner. We were having quite a bit of trouble until Nutrien, the people in there, put us on to AgSolutions, and we were now creep feeding our calves, and our weaning weights have risen 40 to 50 kilos. Our cattle are growing out in a very even manner. There's no highs and lows. They're not fed a high grain ration. It's just a nice smooth growth rate, and that's what we want. Since we've been with AgSolutions, all of our feed is tested. The results are sent to AgSolutions. They then tweak all of our mixes, and our mixes have the right amount of starch and everything else. Without that nutritional help, our cattle would not look like they do. They would not grow like they do. Especially in the last 4 years, we've not had a oats crop. So all of our weaners have been on a maintenance ration, which is tweaked compared to grain and what products we can get.
Yeah, it's just a slow and steady ration. We don't try and blow them up or push them along too much, just to keep them heading in the right direction, mainly, isn't it?
If we can get a weight gain of that kilo a day, then we're quite happy with that.
It's been bloody hard, very costly.
Sourcing material has been just, terrible. But we have found with AgSolutions, we can send through a list of what we have, and our rations are made up compared to what we have.
I actually think, like I said to Gary before, I don't think we would have any cattle left here had not been for the help you guys have given us and Nutrien in town. Like, the season's been that crook. And yeah, it's got us to where we are now, hasn't it?
I'm positive. We still, are fully stocked, and we would not be without your help. Since we first came here, Ben Carroll from Nutrien was coming out, and he's our agronomist. He was helping with lots of stuff that was new to us. We'd never grown crops before. And then AgSolutions came along. We had never really fed cattle before, other than drought feeding out at Longreach. And now we have a system that is cost effective and it works. I would say that AgSolutions is accessible, they're always helpful, and without you guys, like lick and feeding and everything is just so much harder. You guys make everything easy.
Yeah, well, originally we always joined our Brahman heifer, like our stud heifers, at 2-year-old, but just with the seasons the way they've been, and we've pushed for fertility a lot harder, so we've now joined as yearlings, and we keep them on oats normally if we have an oats crop, but to keep them going through the dry, we've put them on one of your rations, and we would not have achieved those joining weights without that. There was just no way in the world it would ever happen.
When we wean onto a ration, and they never go back. That there's no backward step for them, and it makes them quiet and they're calm, and yeah, it's made a massive difference. But it also is saving us a lot of money. We're not holding heifers for 12 months that are doing nothing. They're in calf and producing.
And we get an extra calf out of them, join them as yearlings, as opposed to 2-year-olds, so it's always helps the bank balance. Yeah, well, normally we, like, if the season was a bit better, we probably wouldn't have them on a ration at the moment, just it's been a late start and we haven't had an oats crop in 4 years pretty well. But that has always been our aim, was to be able to wean and not have those cattle go backwards between weaning and then going on to oats. And as we've had no oats, well, we've just kept them on a maintenance ration.
But it's a grain assist. It's not a feedlot set up. It's just an assist. They're still in the paddock.
Yeah.
They're still eating grass. They're still walking. We want them muscle, not fat, and we want them so that when we sell, they're going to last clients. They're not going to, they're not blowing up on feed. They're not brought along too quickly. A kilo a day is plenty, and we just keep them ticking along and they last. We've had very good results, and especially Western Australia is tough and the bulls are lasting well. They're lasting their working life, so that's what we're aiming for. For our bins, our feed ration, we use Megamin Feedlot Enhancer, and for our lick, which we make ourselves, we use the Megamin Original Minerals. When we do have oats, we put the magnesium out. Now we weren't doing that originally, and then AgSolutions suggested that we try it, and we had tremendous results, especially with heifers. The heifers, yeah, they had really good results. It's really hard to get across the difference that AgSolutions has made. I know I've tried to tell you before, but it's huge. It's huge. The creep feeders, you're weaning 40 to 50 kilos heavier. It's massive. That's dollars in your pocket. The cows don't get dragged down. The benefits were just so massive. And then you go on to the weaners and all the different feed rations. The accessibility to when, like sometimes I think, oh Lord, you must be sick of me. But you never get that feeling when you contact AgSolutions. You don't feel that you're a bother. And the answers come back, and then AgSolutions will follow up and make sure that you're okay and it's working for you, and it's huge. It's huge.